Nowadays, most of us tend to think of cowboys as a unique American tradition. But did you know that most of cowboy culture dates back even earlier than the Wild West? It's true! You might think you know the cowboy, but it turns out there's way more to the story. Decades before cowboys, there were vaquero. These expert horsemen or ranch hands were well known for their supreme skill with a lasso. The vaquero were originally forced into ranch work by Spanish colonizers in modern-day Mexico around the early 1500s. They were almost all young indigenous American men, strong enough to wrangle cattle and ride horses. Through the years of Spanish rule, the vaqueros became well-known and well-respected for their unrivaled skills and rugged lifestyle. By the late 1700s, Spain expanded their colony into what's now Texas, Arizona, New Mexico, and California. None of this could have happened without the unique skills of the vaqueros, who helped the Spanish take control of the harsh land from the indigenous tribes that were already living there. Through those years, vaqueros started to form a unique culture all their own. They built their own saddles, tamed wild horses, and braided their own specialty ropes, which helped them with all that lassoing. They also developed a famous fashion choice we still associate with cowboy culture today: chaps. Those are the classic leg coverings, usually made of leather hide or animal fur, that go over a vaquero's pants to help protect their legs from all the snakes, cacti, and other dangers lurking on the desert floor. As Americans slowly began to move west and capture land across the continent, the vaquero quickly captured the imagination of the settlers. By 1845, Texas, which used to be part of Mexico, became part of the United States. American settlers started flocking into the new Texas territory in droves, taking over ranches that used to be owned by Mexican ranchers back when Texas was part of Mexico. Since the vaqueros were quite good at their rough-and-tumble jobs, most of the new ranch owners decided to keep the vaqueros on to work the cattle and teach a new crop of young newcomers their survival skills. Before long, the American cowboy culture we all know so well today began to crop up as a new generation of American frontiersmen learned the tricks of the trade from the vaqueros. In fact, some of their famous fashion and special skills became a key part of rodeos and other Wild West-themed entertainment, which became super popular around the time. Even Buffalo Bill Cody, maybe the most famous showman of the 1800s, included vaqueros prominently in his world-famous traveling Wild West shows. Sadly, by the time the film industry rolled around and westerns became all the rage, the story of the vaquero warped. Instead of being portrayed as the forefather of the cowboy, vaqueros were often depicted as unruly villains rather than rugged ranchers. As they pumped out movie after movie, Hollywood's version of the American cowboy was cemented in legacy and made a ton of money. Oh, and the vaquero? They were mostly swept to the side, never quite given the historical respect that they're due. So, moral of the story? Cowboys are pretty cool, but they're nothing without their vaquero counterparts they copied. So, let's not forget about them, y'all!